An 8-year-old boy got buried alive in a pile of sand. The firefighter ripped off his jacket and sprinted straight up the sand mound. He stopped the boy's dad, who was frantically digging with a shovel. Sharp tools could hurt him. They started scooping like mad. After 666 seconds later, a tiny hand finally poked out of the sand.
Got him!
The firefighter's eyes lit up. He dug even faster, throwing sand like a man possessed.
I got his head!
The paramedic rushed over with an oxygen mask, but the boy couldn't use it yet. There was still too much sand pressing on his chest. He couldn't breathe until they cleared it all away. It had already been 7 long minutes since he went under. Everyone held their breath. No one knew if he'd make it. Time stretched painfully slow. Every second felt like an hour, and then a gasp. The boy suddenly took a deep, ragged breath, snatching his life back from the jaws of death. The crowd broke into tears and cheers. Once again, the heroes in red turned tragedy into a miracle. Danger really is everywhere, but thank goodness for firefighters who never, ever give up. The medic rolled up the man's pant leg. His whole leg started shaking as he screamed in pain. One look at the wound, and she knew this could be sepsis. She told her assistant get the injection ready, but the man freaked out.
Get off of me!
Connor, you've got a really bad wound. We just want to help, okay? I promise this will make you feel better, okay?
Touch me! God.
The medic sighed and called over the guy's boyfriend who'd been standing there frozen. He looked disgusted and hesitant, clearly not built for medical emergencies. Still, for the sake of saving his man, he reluctantly shuffled forward only to be completely useless. The medic finally gave up and had them lift the patient onto a stretcher. That's when the boyfriend finally managed to be somewhat helpful, holding things steady while the medic wrapped the wound tight. The man was rushed to the hospital, stabilized just in time. Do you know how exactly did he end up with a wound like that on his thigh? The firefighter climbed up the chimney to check what was blocking the flue.
Talk to me, Severide.
We're gonna need to call this one in.
He zoomed in with the camera and froze. It was a body. To get a better view, they cut a hole in the side of the chimney.
Oh, good lord. It's a child.
The chimney walls were spotless, which meant the child had probably been stuck there for quite some time, and only fell deeper down after the body started decomposing. The firefighter carefully lifted the small skeleton out. Seeing how tiny it was hit everyone hard. No one spoke. Just then, the homicide unit showed up. And instead of thanking the firefighters, they started scolding them.
Who authorized the extraction?
Body was falling apart.
You just compromised my crime scene.
That was the last straw for the firefighter. Frustrated and heartbroken, he refused to hand the body over. Instead, he gently placed the remains himself onto the body bag, giving the child the respect the world had denied them. The warehouse manager was pinned hard against a steel beam. He was gasping for air, mouth wide open, seconds away from suffocating. He didn't have that kind of time. The fire captain ripped off his jacket and started climbing the lift barehanded.
Chief!
The deputy captain followed right behind, ready to assist at any moment. While they were both climbing with everything they had, a warehouse worker suddenly rushed over and started fiddling with the control box. The firefighters yelled and waved for him to back off. Messing with the wiring could make things even worse. Just then, the captain's foot slipped. He dangled midair for a terrifying second. Everyone watching below felt their stomachs drop, but the captain kept his cool, quickly found footing again, grabbed a railing, and pulled himself back up. The deputy followed close behind, and together they reached the trapped man. He was wedged in tight. There was no way to free him without cutting through the bars. The deputy lowered a rope and hauled up an angle grinder. Sparks flew as the captain sliced through several steel bars. And finally, the man was freed.
To go viral on TikTok, the girl stuffed a harmonica in her mouth, but she didn't realize it was just like a light bulb, easy to put in, hard to get out. When the firefighter asked her, she could only blow the harmonica in response. Even more ridiculous, her friend was translating for her.
How are you feeling?
She says it hurts like hell.
It's okay, we're gonna pack you up and take you to the hospital.
She wants to know if there's anything you can do here. We don't have insurance. We can't afford an ambulance or a hospital stay.
The firefighters immediately brought over some lubricant and pliers, preparing to forcibly remove the harmonica. Meanwhile, the girl's friend whipped out her phone to start a live stream, even with just 8 viewers, but the captain didn't stop her. It was a good lesson for the girl's fans, not to put random things in their mouths. After some effort, she successfully removed the harmonica, but the girl's face would still need some time to recover. A sudden 7.0 magnitude earthquake hit New York. The man was buried by the mud flow and had already stopped breathing. The firefighters had no choice but to mark the spot and move forward.
Whoa. Did you hear that? It sounds like a baby.
Following the sound of crying, they found a house that was half buried by the mudslide. They had no choice but to go down through the chimney. Chimney was startled to see a woman lying on the ground. Then he spotted a baby on the bed. Fortunately, the baby was unharmed. Just as Chimney was sharing this good news with Buck, they heard a voice calling.
Copy.
After breaking open a door, he found a frantic woman asking for her child.
My baby, where is he? What did she do to him?
It's okay, calm down. Your baby?
She took him. She told me it wasn't mine anymore.
Who took him?
Carol. She tricked us into giving up our baby. She took him from me.
It turned out that the woman outside was a human trafficker who specialized in deceiving single pregnant women to have their babies for her. The whole house was filled with pregnant women who had fallen victim to her scheme. Poor Eddie almost got turned into a lady.
It's not me! It's me!
Then the man choked Buck by the neck. Just moments ago, the man suddenly smashed the microphone against his head. Then he kept slapping himself in public. The medic suspected something was wrong with his brain, seeing the man nearly suffocate himself. Buck and Eddie rushed to help. Despite his small frame, the man was surprisingly strong. Turns out, he had undergone heart surgery a month ago and was likely having a stroke. He needed immediate hospital treatment. Suddenly, the man grabbed Buck by the throat. As the captain managed to save Buck, Eddie almost lost his balls. While he had not yet recovered, Buck was grabbed by the throat again. Choi quickly administered a sedative. Although the crisis was resolved, Eddie and Buck's condition was not good, especially Eddie.
Help me! My boy can't breathe!
What happened?
The boy made choking sounds constantly, but the firefighter found nothing in his airway.
Hit him on the back. I gave him the Heimlich, everything, and nothing's working.
Suddenly, the firefighter discovered a foreign object in his nose. He pressed the boy's left nostrils and instructed his mother to blow into his mouth. The mom, undeterred by the fact that he had just vomited, performed mouth-to-mouth resuscitation without hesitation. Once, twice, a metal piece flew out. The boy started breathing again. The mother held her son with relief.
That move is called the mother's kiss.
The nearby firefighter picked up the metal piece and realized it was a battery. The boy was very lucky. If the battery had gone down his throat, it could have been fatal.
My nose hurts.
Then don't put things up there.